I became a millionaire at 24 years old. Here are 8 lessons that I learned. When we talk about this, I want you to know that I am not saying this to gloat. I am not saying this to showboat. I am not here to flex on you to make you feel bad about your current situation. Maybe you're in a better situation than I am. But what I ultimately do want to do is I want to challenge you. I want you to realize that you are probably not living up to your full potential. And there are multiple areas of your life that you have power to control. And one of those areas is the financial side of things. A lot of people have a passive, what I would call a victim mindset when it comes to finances and making money. They say, oh, well, there's nothing I can do to really earn more. You know, I'm stuck at this job. I can't get a better job. I can't get a better position at this company. There's nothing I can do. Ultimately, I want you to understand that earning more money is well within your control. And as long as you have that mindset holding you back, it's not going to get you anywhere. I want to challenge you by also telling you that there are people out there that are in a much worse off situation than you are right now, that are doing better than you. They are making more money when they started off lower than you. They started off with less. They might have started off with less skills. They might be less intelligent than you. They may be less charismatic than you. And yet they could be making more money than you. They could be better than you at this aspect. Now, ultimately, hearing about how much money I'm making at a young age might inspire you to try harder in your situation. For me specifically, I remember when I was working my 9-to-5 job as a technician, making $23 an hour. I was working 45 hours per week, and I was listening to an Alex Hormozi video. And basically what Alex said was, hey, my name is Alex Hormozi, and I made $50 million last year because he sold Gym Launch. And I was sitting there under fluorescent lighting, assembling a part that I had assembled hundreds of times before that day. And I was thinking, yeah, I need to do better. I need to go out there and I need to try to provide more value rather than sitting here trying to trade my time for dollars, making the same thing over and over again, listening to podcasts all day and dreaming about being in a situation where I can make more money and provide more value. I'm like, I need to do it. And I turned in my 2 weeks notice that day. And it was all because Alex Hormozi kind of flexed on me. Because ultimately, Alex Hormozi, he started off as a fitness coach. That's what I do now. I'm a fitness coach. My fitness coaching business is the main business that has allowed me to become a millionaire at 24 years old. He started off as a fitness coach, and he sold a business for $50 million. Now he's worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and he started off in the exact same spot as me. If anything, he might have started off in a worse spot, because at one point, he didn't really even have a home to live in. At least I had a home with parents that cared for me, that would let me in, that would give me food. He didn't have the same luxury as me, and yet he's doing better. So use other people's stories as inspiration to go out there to try harder and to create your own success story. Now let's get into the lessons that I've ultimately learned. Number 1, money does buy happiness. And when I say this, you might be like, what? I was not expecting that, because a lot of people have probably heard the exact opposite. Now, money buys you happiness to an extent. If you go look at the studies, what you'll find is that most people make $30,000 to $40,000 per year. And if they continue to make money and increase their earning potential, if they get to the point where they are making $70,000 to $110,000 per year, depending on where they're living and how much the cost of living is where they are located, they will see a dramatic increase in happiness, going from, say, $30,000 per year to $70,000 per year. Money does ultimately come with happiness when you are increasing your earning potential to an extent. All right? That's very, very important to keep in mind. Most of the people, if you're watching this, you're probably only making around $30, $40, $50, maybe $60,000 per year. So there's room to improve. There's room to be more happy by making more money. Now, the reason why I'm starting off with this lesson is because I know that it's probably pretty controversial. But I was always told that money doesn't buy happiness. But I can personally speak from experience that I cannot explain to you the amount of joy that has filled my heart every single day when I go out and I hop in my dream car, when I hop in my dream truck to drive to the gym every single day. I love it. It gives me so much happiness. It gives me so much joy. I remember when I got the new wrap on my Challenger Hellcat Red Eye for the first time. The video went viral on Instagram. It got millions and millions of views because I was so ecstatic when they pulled the sheet off of the car and I was able to see the new crisp brown Java color. I was so incredibly excited. And so cars, things, they've brought me a lot of happiness. And I was always told, hey, things aren't going to bring you happiness. Money isn't going to bring you happiness. It does to a certain extent. But I also want you to understand that it's not just the money that's bringing you the joy. It's not just the things that are bringing you the joy. It's the opportunity and the freedom that comes from making more money. Which leads directly into my next point, which is number 2. Money is a tool. And it's not inherently good and it's not inherently evil. Some people will treat money like it's a good thing inherently. Some people will treat money like it's an evil thing inherently. They'll say, I never want to make a lot of money. I want you to stop treating it like this. Stop treating money as if it has a morality. Start treating it as a tool. Because ultimately, money is neutral. And what matters is how the money is made. That's the crucial component. Dirty money corrupts. It eats away at you from the inside. If you make it in an unwholesome way, if you make it at the expense of others, it will eat at you from the inside. It is toxic. Clean money, it's a blessing. It's a reward. Think about how many people's lives you can benefit positively with that money. And probably to make that money in the process, you have benefited hundreds of people. The beauty of capitalism. Why I love capitalism so much is because if you help a lot of people, you can make a lot of money. The soul ultimately is nourished through the work that is done blessing other people. And in exchange for this, you receive currency. It's all about benefiting and blessing other people. And this is exactly what I have experienced with my fitness coaching business. I see a direct result, a direct correlation between how much money I am making and how well and how many people I am helping. So the more people that I help lose fat, build muscle, have more confidence, the more money I make. The better results I get, the more referrals I get. The more people are sent to me for my services because somebody else had a good experience. And then everybody wins. The cycle continues. I'm able to get more clients. I am able to help more people. I am able to make more money. Number 3, things are not inherently bad. Wanting nice cars, watches, a nice house, it's not evil and it's not wrong. A lot of people are bitter that they don't have things. And so they try to convince others that there is morality in not trying hard, being lazy, and being broke. There is no morality in being broke. You don't get extra virtue because you're not trying hard or not making any money. The question is, are you worshiping the money? A lot of people misinterpret the Bible verse, money is the root of all evil. When in reality, it's actually the worship of money is the root of all evil. Are you ultimately letting money corrupt you? You need to constantly be asking yourself this question. You need to be checking yourself. Are you letting money degrade your morals and your values? Every single year, do you see yourself moving more into alignment with the original values that you started out with? Or do you see yourself falling off track? Evaluate yourself every single month, every single year. Do not let yourself deviate from your original morals and values. Whatever you do at the end of the day, do not sell your soul. I personally love things. I love my cars. I love my watches. I love material things. And every time I look at my car, every single time I look at my watch, I am reminded about how many people I've helped. And it motivates me to go out and continue to build the business, to continue to get more referrals, to continue to help other people change their lives, because that is ultimately what's putting more money in my pocket and giving me the freedom to have things that not everybody can have. Not everybody can have an 800 horsepower car at 24 years old that goes 210 miles per hour. It's a blessing. It's something that is awesome that I'm so thankful to be able to experience. Number 4, this is a very crucial point, specifically when it comes to building your business. Only hire people who work as hard as you or harder than you. If you do not do this, you will notice that bitterness will well up inside of your heart and it will eat away at you. This goes for people when it comes to choosing your partners as well. People will partner up with their friends for an idea because, they had the idea together or they hang out a lot together. If you are somebody that has an incredible work ethic and that is shooting to try to become as good of an earner as you possibly can, then you need to understand that most other people are going to do nothing but hold you back. And so you need top performers. You need to surround yourself with people that even when the clock is not running, even when they are not being watched, they are still putting work in. They are still working diligently. They believe in the mission of the business. And it's part of your job to inspire others with that conviction if you are in a place of leadership. Number 5, stay in your lane, all right? Investing is something that is simple. Read The Psychology of Money. It is the book that I personally base my investing strategy around. It utilizes compounding interest and low-risk stocks that you put your money in, and as time goes on, you watch your money start to work for you. And when that compounding interest kicks in, it's incredible to watch. Don't be distracted by other people's strategies for investing, trading, or getting into real estate. These are all distractions that I watch entrepreneurs and people that are trying to increase their earning potential get ripped away from the skill that they have worked so hard to develop, from the craft that is making them so much money. If they were to just put all of their energy and focus into that skill, into that craft, they could see a dramatic increase in their earning potential, but instead they are distracted by how other people are making money. And that leads into the next point, which is the grass is always greener somewhere else. You don't see the struggles that other people are going through building their empire, but you see all of the struggles that you are going through on a regular basis because you're the one that's going through them. Everybody else's path looks so easy from the outside. And when you become successful, your path is also going to look easy from the outside. People are going to ask you, how did you do it? How did you do it so easily? And if anybody ever comes to you and says, oh yeah, it's super easy to make money this way, lies. Run in the opposite direction. Even fitness coaches that come to me and they say, Brandon, How did you build your fitness coaching business? I don't just tell them, oh yeah, it was easy. No, I sit them down and I say, I had to put blood, sweat, and tears into it for 3 years to get to the point where I am today. It was 8 months before I even saw profit in my business. 8 months of feeling like I was drowning underwater. 8 months of working from before the sun came up until after the sun set every single day. You go through challenges, but the grass is always going to be greener somewhere else. You're always going to have friends that are selling solar, trading crypto, doing pest control or something along those lines. And they're like, oh yeah, I'm making all this money. You should come do this. No. Stick to what you are doing and understand that looking 5 to 10 years in the future with what you are currently working on is what is going to ultimately make you successful. It is the consistency that allows you to ultimately achieve great things. Number 7, serve first, scale second. Always be giving and always be perfecting your service or product or the work that you are doing. All right? Make sure when it comes to making money that you are not getting lost, that you are not getting too caught up in the money that you forget your mission, which is ultimately to help people. I think you should over-deliver. That's part of my fitness coaching. I go above and beyond what I originally say that I will help my fitness coaching clients out with. I try to go further. I try to give them more of my time. I try to put more energy into them to get them to cross the finish line. And number 8, I want you to understand that the small failures are ultimately just a part of the process. The true failure is giving up and throwing in the towel. The small failures are where you have the opportunity to learn and to revise. Do things better. Learn more. Work harder. Understand that these failures are benefiting you. They are turning you into the type of person that deserves to make more money. It is turning you into the person that is a higher earner. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are interested in a free guide on how I personally built and scaled my fitness coaching business, you can make sure to go check that out in the pinned comment down below or inside the description. If you guys watched all the way through this video to the end, make sure you drop a singular thumbs up in the comment section, because that means that you do not have the attention span of a goldfish because you watched all the way to the end. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.